Good evening, fastball fans, and welcome back for the nightcap here on Wednesday at the ISC World Tournament. Caswell Sports Park in North Mankato, Minnesota. Blair Setford and soon to be joined by Joe Todd. NorthEast Drillers in white out on the field. Ostrander Norsemen in black with white sleeves about to come to the plate. The hosts team, they're the visitors for this one. Julian Fernandez will lead things off for Ostrander. Tom Check, Tyler Johnson from the USA national team, Francisco Lombardo, Valdi Turkelson, Tawera Bishop from the New Zealand national team, Ryan King, Australia national team, Spencer Yackel, and Ivan Sachs. Roman Godoy will toe the board for Ostrander. Defensively, for the NorthEast Drillers, Jordan Solorio, Teo Migliavaca, Blaine Milheim left to right across the outfield. Gonzalo Masmu, Cam Schiller, Zach Shaw, Thomas Anoka, and it will be Huemo Mata, currently bent over at the waist, pitching to Juan Serra. And Huemo Mata opens up with ball one. 10:16 Eastern time. Sorry, Central time. 11:16 Eastern time. Fernandez at the plate. Been in the leadoff spot for Ostrander. They took out the Sebringville Sting 7-0 on opening Saturday. And then on Monday, in a real good ball game against the Sandlot Merchants, and this one had to be carried over due to weather. It was the late game that night, and it was the early game the following morning. But it was a whale of a ball game. They beat the Sandlot Merchants 2-0. So yet to allow a run, the Ostrander Norsemen. They're going to be challenged tonight by this hard-hitting NorthEast Drillers team, because not only have they scored runs, they've scored 24 of them in 2 games. They rang up a 13 spot in their opener against the Wabash Sting, and then they beat the Waterdown Hammer 11-0. And a 4-pitch walk to Julian Fernandez to open the game. Huemo Mata, a little difficulty finding the strike zone. Tom Check, left fielder for Ostrander. Tom still looking for his first base hit. He's picked up a couple of walks and trying the bunt, and bunts that one foul. So electing to go early to the small ball, and not a bad idea against this Drillers squad where runs are going to be at a premium. Squares again and can't get the bat on the drop ball as that just falls off the table at the plate. Tom Check over the top with the bunt attempt. Just outside. And up in the eyes and can't hold back, down on strikes goes Tom Check for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up USA national Tyler Johnson. Johnson just one hit in the tournament. And that one gets past Juan Zera, and trotting up to second base goes Julian Fernandez. A wild pitch from Huemo Mata. He'll go out and have a chat now with his pitcher. Scott McLaren, our home plate umpire, accompanying Zera out there just to ensure that the conversation is about signals, but unless McLaren speaks Spanish, they could have one over on him pretty quickly. Dos cervezas, por favor.
So, Blair, what time did the 8 o'clock game start?
10:16, Joe. That one is fouled off. Throwing a couple of extra inning games today, folks. The usual length of time it takes to play 7-inning games. If you weren't with us, 1, shame on you. 2, you missed ISC history. Not only did Jack Besgrove throw a no-hitter, but he set a new 7-inning strikeout record, all 21 outs by way of strikeout tonight for Jack Besgrove against the Toronto Batmen. That was a phenomenal ball game through 5 innings, through 5.5 innings. It unraveled for Toronto in the bottom of the 6th. Third time through the order for Tyler Randerson, and just too much strength in the Gremlins batting lineup.
Very deep lineup, and that again, it's what you said, that third time through. Picking up the tendencies on the bench, players helping players on what he's done. That leadoff walk set up that whole inning.
Yeah, Josh McGovern worked a leadoff walk, the 9-man in the order, turned it over. Matthew Waugh also walked. And with a pass ball, they had to give the intentional walk to Ben Anoka. They got Cole Evans on a strikeout, but Zenon Winters comes through with a clutch 2-run RBI, and it was downhill from there. But speaking of walks, Huemo Mata walks 2 of the first 3 batters he faces, and he's going to face longtime countryman on the national team, Francisco Lombardo, teammate on the national team. And this could get a little spicy early, Joe. The Drillers have only given up 1 run. Ostrander's yet to give up a run. And boy, did Lombardo get geared up for that swing. He took a little mini step backwards, and then the weight transfer forwards through the hips, and he was in full gear going after that first pitch.
Thank God he had his shoes tied up.
A noted power hitter. He's in the 4 spot for a reason. Off the glove of Mata, they're not going to get anybody. And the bases are loaded here, Joe. And in trouble already are Huemo Mata and the Northeast Drillers with Valdi Turkelson, the designated player, coming to the plate.
Good start for the Ostrander Norsemen. Again, as we said, if you want to get a good team or a high-ranked team, you got to get them early.
Well, this is a battle of 3 and 6. The Drillers set 3, the Norsemen at 6, and largely on the strength of Ramon Godoy. And he has been very impressive here this week. Foul straight back to the screen. Turkelson had a good go at it. Shared a table with Valdi. We did, Joe Todd, at the ISC Hall of Fame breakfast and induction ceremony on Sunday morning. He and his parents, who are over here from Denmark.
Very good to meet them.
Well, that was interesting. Squared to bunt with the bases loaded. Just a little show me. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's through the 5.5 hole. Here comes 1, here comes 2 standing, and Valdi Turkelson with a 2 RBI single. And the Ostrander Norsemen, Joe, jump right out in front here in the top of the first.
Great start there. Good clutch hit there by Turkelson, sorry. Driving in the first 2 runs of the game.
Willing to go the opposite way with it and paying off for Valdi Turkelson. Taruera Bishop to the plate. This one is up and in on the big catcher from New Zealand. Bishop, Joe, in the game that we did with Ostrander on opening night, 4 for 4.
Real good power hitter. If you happen to make a mistake and put that ball up in the letters.
He went after that pitch. Oh, boy, did he take a good cut at that. There's a couple of guys here who can lose balls in a hurry in Lombardo and Bishop. Fouled off at the plate. One ball, 2 strikes to Taruera Bishop. And this one is down and in from Huemo Mata, 82. So he's bringing some zip tonight, Joe.
Yes. Already had his 25th pitch of the game.
There have been a couple of guys today, Joe, who would have bordered into Huemo Mata territory. And this one misses down and in again. Earlier we had an 11-inning affair. Eric Chaparro went all 11 innings, and he was into the, 130, 140 pitch range?
Yeah, 141, I think. No hitter after 7 innings.
Steve Norman for Grand Prairie was well over 100 pitches in that 9-inning game that Grand Prairie dropped to Team Marquez. Full count to Taruera Bishop, still 2 runners aboard. Just 1 out here in the top of the first, and already 2 runs in. Bishop rung up on strike 3 here by Scott McLaren.
Just have to be a little bit more aggressive, especially if you want to protect that plate with 2 strikes.
Ryan King from the Australian national team.
Even though Mata's struggling, he's always going to be around that plate.
In for a strike. Change-up from Mata, and Ryan King well out in front on the front foot. Joe, what a treat this afternoon and into this evening. The pitching that we've been able to see here at the ISC World Tournament today.
Well, it's starting the cream is starting to rise to the top of the cup here.
Wimo Mata works out of trouble with a pair of strikeouts to end the top of the first, but the Ostrander Norsemen score 2 on an two RBI single by Valdi Turkelson. We'll go to the home half with the Drillers coming to the plate. Already called strike 3, the outside corner. They work out of that. Again. High in the air, Viavazo comes to get it, and the Chiefs are back to the top of the mountain. The gloves fly. The celebration is underway. Well, some work to do right off the hop for the NorthEast Drillers, and here's the batting lineup that's going to undertake the task against Roman Godoy tonight. Teo Migliavaca, Wayne Milheim, Jordan Solorio, Juan Zora, and then Cam Schiller, Marshall Cronk, the DP, Thomas Anoka, Gonzo Masmu, and Zach Shaw in the 9 spot for the Drillers tonight. Defensively for Ostrander, Tom Check's out in left, Spencer Yackel in center, Tyler Johnson's in right. Francisco Lombardo, Ryan King, Ivan Sachs, and Julian Fernandez around the horn. And the aforementioned Rodon Godoy and Teruera Bishop behind the plate. Roman Godoy, Joe, has been throwing rockets so far. It opens up with a 78 mile an hour drop ball to Teo Migliavaca.
Well, he's going to try and match up with his countryman tonight.
In for ball 1. Oh, the first one apparently was not a strike. 2-0. Who knew? And he brushes back Migliavaca with that one, but 3-1 now the count. And he gets Migliavaca to chase the rise ball for a full count here, opening up the bottom of the first inning. And that one catches Migliavaca on the hand. McLaren is somewhat skeptical. Take a quick look. I mean, this is a hard call for the umpires.
He can ask for help.
When he absolutely got that on the elbow. There's no replay here like there was in the World Cup, but we have the vantage point of getting the replay, and it clearly got Migliavacca. Tough call for Migliavacca. And this one is fouled out of play. These two will face off against each other in the Argentina League. Roman Godoy plays for the Don Bosco squad. Teo is on Talares. So it's not like they're on the same team, nor is this their first at bat against each other.
I would imagine it's a pretty competitive league, too.
Oh, yeah. And maybe a little justice there for Teo Migliavacca as he gets aboard on the walk after getting hit by the pitch. So Blaine Milheim to the dish. Blaine patrolling right field so far for the Drillers in the World Tournament. That would normally be occupied by Raleigh Macchia, but jamming a knee or an ankle, planting to throw a ball in the loser bracket final in Oklahoma City at the U.S. Men's Major Tournament now about 10 days ago. Talked with Riley on Sunday just before opening ceremonies, and he hoped to be ready by today. Now, he was in the row of batters that line up and watch the pitches from the starting pitcher go by. And maybe that's just wishful thinking.
Window dressing?
It might well be, but boy, wouldn't that be nice to at least have his services coming off the bench in a pitch hitting spot.
Well, potentially might see it before the week's out.
Look, when you score on average 12 runs a game, you probably don't need the services of the best hitter in the world right now. Change up. Milheim able to keep the hands back. Going coast to coast is Teo Migliavacca. And the Drillers look set to try to answer right back here in the bottom of the first inning. And the way they've been scoring runs, Joe, it wouldn't be a surprise.
Not at all. Just shows you how important that we talked about Riley Macchia being down, but you've got to have Blaine Milheim's bat in the lineup. Usually he's at third base, but it shows you his versatility out in right field.
Jordan Solorio was up in a similar situation day one, Joe, and hit one over the blue fence in the background.
This gentleman has amazing bat speed. You watch how he brings that bat through and just takes a mean cut.
In for a strike. Godoy with the Hill United Chiefs last year, a key piece in their run to the title. They do not win that championship without a huge contribution from Roman Godoy. Slices that foul into the screen.
79 on that pitch by Godoy.
He and Mata are going to be in the same neighborhood all night long. And straight back to the screen by Solorio. Did not miss that by much. What an exciting time, Joe, to be a fan of Mexican men's fast-pitch softball. Some of the players that they've got on the go, Yordan Solorio, his younger brother, Emiliano. Carlos Parra looks like a real up-and-coming pitcher as this one's flared, but it's going to go foul down the right side.
Villavazos?
Yeah, Lenny Villavazzo is phenomenal. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Solorio.
Good grab there by Bishop with that runner at third base.
And don't stray too far off a bag with this guy either.
He has a hose.
Chases off the plate, strike 3. Down goes Yordan Solorio. That's a great pitch right there from Ramon Godoy, getting him to chase. You see Bishop rather, move to the outside part of the plate and right to the glove. Zera at the plate and in for a strike.
Good pitch location on the outside corner of the plate.
Milheim was scampering back as Bishop popped out of the crouch to go get that ball off the plate. But that left him in pretty good throwing position after first.
He didn't mind that at all.
I can't believe King got to that as hard as it was hit. He tried to underhand it backhand to the bag at second, but to no avail. RBI single for Juan Zera.
Well, cut the
lead in half. Cam Schiller, always dangerous at the plate. He's been hitting a ton all summer long. Joe, while we got a chance to, I just want to give a big thank you to Ron and Amy Hackett. They came to our tournament in Mitchell early or mid-June, I guess, but it was early in the season. But they made the commitment to come to the tournament last November. I got a text from Amy Hackett saying, hey, if you'll take us, we want to come. We want to compete. We know you're putting together a good event. We want to be there.
It strengthened our event, too. It's a great tournament we had in June. The ISC qualifier was top-notch.
Schiller fouls this one back out of play. There were 29 games on the schedule today, Joe. We may be the 29th out of 29. Just an unbelievable busy day here. The park has been buzzing since 8 a.m. And what a performance by Jack Besgrove tonight, too, in front of a big crowd. Just like literally the exact same as last night. The stands were full around the infield, lawn chairs and tents as far as the eye can see down the outfield.
People will be talking about that performance for years.
And this one is going to go foul out of play down the left side. Godoy gets a ball back in that he likes. Full count. And just off the inside corner, Ramon Godoy is taking a long stroll out to behind the circle with his back to the plate. He would want that pitch undoubtedly, Joe, but bases are loaded just like his counterpart, Huemo Mata, faced in the top of the first. We're going to get the same situation here in the bottom. Marshall Kronk, designated player for the Drillers. Zips that one in at 76, but it's off the plate for ball one. And that one, I guess, Joe, just a little high.
Little high.
In for a strike, 2-1. Kronk was taking all the way. Doug Eit has got enough equipment there to start a sports store down in the first base coach's box. Oh, and foul straight back to the screen. The whole Drillers bench. Ooh.
The whole sound effects is just perfect there.
Yeah, yeah. You get that with a lot of the Kiwis, too. When you listen, you could just close your eyes and listen to the Black Sox play, and you almost know what's happening by the sound effects. Great inside drop, and he gets Marshall Kronk to strike out. Perfect pitch under the hands for a guy of Marshall's size.
Yeah, great location.
Not going to touch that pitch. Thomas Anoka, a grand slam already in this tournament. Trying to remember back over the years, and I don't think Thomas has had a lot of great luck against Ramon Godoy. Nothing sticks out of my mind, at least anyway. Bishop go out to have a word. Making sure everybody's on the same page. Milheim's out at third, Zara at second. They should be pinch running for him. Schiller at first.
That'll be Marshall Kronk.
Kronk is supposed to be out running for Zara. That's got to get enforced.
Yes.
That is mandatory. That needs to be enforced. Ball came back in from out of play, and pitcher's preference. Seventh batter of the inning, Tomanoka, as the Drillers have already got one and looking to get more. And that is called foul. It looked like Julian Fernandez had one knee on one side of the line and one on the other. And
watch the replay here.
I'm not sure whether I'd hit him in
Foul. Yeah.
Listen, Scott McLaren's got the best view of it. Our shot is on an angle. And the camera angle can be deceiving, but Scott McLaren has by far the best angle. And belatedly, Marshall Cronk is out to run, and I think Ed Otterman caught it.
Finally caught it.
Cronk showed more speed going out to the bag than I've seen from him in quite a while. And that's just off the corner.
Godoy, the first inning, 37 pitches.
I was going to ask you how many pitches he's up to here. Full count to Thomas Anoka with the bases loaded. And chop foul, and another ooh from the Drillers dugout. "35 minutes and counting, Joe. We haven't finished the first yet."
Yes.
And that's ball four. Walked in a run. Blaine Milheim trots in to tie the game. And whatever Bishop was expecting from Godoy, I don't think that was it, because he never even came close to getting a glove on it.
Third baseman, number 66,
Anoka picks up an RBI the easy way.
Game is tied now.
Gonzalo Masmu, the 8th batter of the inning. So these two, Joe, will also face each other a fair bit in league play. He's on the CEF team as Gonzalo Masmu. Mentioned earlier, Ramon Godoy with Don Bosco. Don Bosco is kind of like the Yankees, I think, in that league down there. Mm-hmm. They've got the most historical championships.
Great grab.
And again, that's not what Bishop was looking for from Godoy. He's normally not this wild, Joe.
No, not at all. He is.
Two balls, two strikes. Two down here in the inning, 2 runs apiece on the board, but the Drillers threatening for more. And this one, well hit to the left, up against the fence, and then coming back in for it. Tom Check puts away the inning. The Drillers leave the bases loaded, but they tie it up in the bottom of the first inning. 45 minutes.
inch by inch, we'll fight to make the lives of First Nations people in this community, this province, and on this continent better. I know we have a long way to go, but I'm proud to say as long as our people have a need, Dreamcatcher will be there for them.
Spencer Yackel to lead things off, then Avant Sachs, and then back to the top of the shop for Julian Fernandez for Ostrander to face Huemo Mata. Joe, both teams load the bases. Both teams score a couple of runs.
Both team had 2 hits.
Some walks. Some wild pitches. And that's the first.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to expect here from this one already. We've already had half a game's worth of action. We didn't get anything like this in the Gremlins game until the 6th. Yackel can't get the bat off the shoulder, and that's 3 straight strikeouts now from Huemo Mata.
Second baseman number 69, Sachs.
Ivan Sachs to the plate for Ostrander, the 9 batter in their order. They sent 7 men to the plate in the first. NorthEast responded with 8. It's a little flared on the right side, giving chase, and making the grab is Thomas Anoka. And Joe, you talk about guys with versatility. Over the years here at the World Tournament, Thomas has played first, second, few innings at short, left and right.
Yeah, he's played the outfield.
And he's pitched.
Yeah.
So Mr. Versatility, Thomas Anoka. Back to the top of the shop for Julian Fernandez.
Well, hopefully both the pitchers now have got their kinks out and
settle down a little bit.
Settle down.
Mata certainly looks a much crisper this inning, and there's the big grunt from Huemo Mata. And we've often talked about, Joe, the correlation between volume and velocity with Huemo Mata. Good bit of hitting there by Fernandez just to lay the bat out. Couldn't keep it fair, however. Huemo Mata much trimmer this year coming into the season, Joe. We noticed that right away in Mitchell. Took a while for him to get his mechanics back. He is the pitching coach at Virginia Tech University and throws a lot of batting practice, but it's mostly arm motion only. Certainly not the full drive off the board and getting airborne and landing and replanting.
Still looks in a lot better shape, though.
Oh, absolutely. But he's got the mechanics back now. There's no doubt about that. What a great pitch there. Tied up the hands of Julian Fernandez. A 3-up, 3-down inning for Huemo Mata, the NorthEast Drillers. A much quicker top of the second inning. We'll go to the home half, and we'll see if Ramon Godoy can respond in kind.
A metal roof lasts a lifetime. Thousands trust Metal Roof Outlet to install stylish, stone-coated metal roofing that looks just like traditional shingles. Make a smart and worthwhile investment for your home with Metal Roof Outlet. Contact us through metalroofoutlet.com to get a quote for a roof replacement anywhere in Southern Ontario. Because when you trust Metal Roof Outlet with your roof replacement, it may be the last time you ever replace your roof.
Zach Shaw, and then back to the top of the shop for Teo Migliavaca, Blaine Milheim. They've got the 2 runs for the Drillers in the bottom half of the first. Shaw, who's been a real threat, Joe, down in that 9 spot. He could hit higher in the order, but he is a hidden gem down there for the Drillers.
Well, some guys feel comfortable in that spot. You don't want to move them around either. Like, I had one of the guys that on my team that the only place he loved it was 8th, and he was one of the top batting hitters on my team. So
guys get comfortable and like to be where they like to be. Shaw, dead ball foul at the plate. That one misses. And again, just can't get Shaw to bite on that little nibble on the outside corner or off the outside corner. And in tight from 1-2 to 3-2. Little slow roller up to first. Fernandez steps on the bag and Shaw first out of the inning. Migliavaca walked, came around to score. This one misses upstairs. Joe, he went first to third at light speed on that single by Blaine Milheim. You blinked and you missed it. He was so fast going coast to coast.
yeah, he rounds the corners on those bags. When you do that properly, you cut, a few seconds off your time.
This one in for a strike. All of the umpires in the Drillers dugout disagree. He backs Migliavaca off the plate with that one. 2-2 the count to the Drillers' leadoff batter. Almost a perennial all-world player, Joe.
Yes. Very solid.
Swing and a miss, ties him up with the inside pitch. Vaca down on strikes here in the second.
The right fielder, number 00.
Yeah, right over the inside part of the bat, just down near the handle. Milheim looks at ball one. Godoy taking a couple of seconds there to collect himself. And this one misses down low, so 2-0 to Blaine Milheim, a good hitter's count. Taking all the way for strike one. And make it 3-1 here as Godoy, a bit of a nod of the head. Yeah, that wasn't the pitch that I wanted. Big cut there from Blaine Milheim. Can't catch up to that one from Ramon Godoy. See, that's the size of the armor that Milheim's got on that I kind of thought Remeke would have showed up with today to protect that arm. But Milheim here works the walk.
The left fielder, number 21, Jordan Solari.
So Godoy got 2/3 of the way through to be able to respond with a clean inning of his own, but 2-out walk here to Blaine Milheim will extend this at least one batter.
That was the one mound visit that was charged. Home plate umpire Scott McLaren from Penticton, British Columbia.
Solorio went down in strikes after an extended bat in the first. Snap throw down, and you got to be so careful with to wear a Bishop. That's got to go for Julian Fernandez, too. You've got to be ready for that ball to be coming your way just about every pitch. Upstairs to Solorio. 2-1. Laced out to right, backpedaling and making the grab out there is Tyler Johnson. That ball was carrying on Johnson a little bit here in the night air.
No runs on no hits, no errors.
A shutdown inning again here in the second. Much quicker.
A lot quicker.
Let's talk about a local one-stop shop. Live Well for Life is just that, a fitness, nutrition, and therapy facility all under one roof. Located at 3878 Wellington Street in Mitchell, Ontario, you can get so much done in just one visit. A full complement of staff on hand include chiropractic, massage, and personal training to get you back to your healthy self. Find them on the web at livewellforlifeinc.com or give
Live Well for Life, a proud sponsor of the broadcast program.
First pitch, leadoff single for Tom Check here in the top of the third inning. That'll bring up Tyler Johnson. Johnson walked and scored in the first. Turns to square, stabbed at it though, and just fouled it down. Bunts again, and right past goes the pitch from Huimamata. And this one is lifted out to left. On the run, Solorio over into foul territory, and retreating back to first goes Tom Check. That's a good run out there by Jordan Solorio to go get that ball way over into foul territory. You can just see him before he disappears in behind all the equipment on the post.
Top of the first.
Okay, they gave an error to Lombardo.
Wow.
On the official score. That's a bit of a head scratcher. But okay. Because you and I both had it as a hit. I think Lombardo was trying to sell that one was inside, but boy, it wasn't that close. One ball, two strikes to Francisco Lombardo. reaches out and yanks that one foul on the left side. Still 1-2. Tom Check is aboard with that single. And gets him to chase a real good drop ball in the outside corner.
The designated player, number 1, Valdemar Kirchhoff.
You see Zara shifted out to the outside and right to the glove, and the glove right on the ground as that drop ball fell off the table to get Lombardo. Valdi Turkelson, the 2 RBIs in the first for Ostrander, drove in both Julian Fernandez and Tyler Johnson. Foul ball down the left side. Must move, very handy over there.
Mm-hmm.
Had a notion to go after it. I guess called a strike. I was blocked out by the umpire. I kept searching for him and didn't find him because he's not where I'm looking for him. On the move was Tom Check and fouling that straight back to the screen. I like that idea, Joe. Just have him in motion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If he gets thrown out, you come back with Turkelson to the plate. Swing and a miss. Down goes Valdi Turkelson. And Momata picks up another 2 strikeouts here in the top of the third. He seems to be settling into a pretty good rhythm, Joe.
Yes, doing extremely well. A lot better than that first inning.
How confident are you in your organization's security posture? If your answer isn't 100%, you're not alone. Most organizations aren't doing enough to protect their data, and they know it. With Armitage technology, you can stop worrying about IT security issues so you can focus on moving your business forward. Our experienced staff monitor and maintain your IT infrastructure to keep your business running. Visit us at armitagetech.com and make your technology work for your business.
It'll be Juan Zara, Kim Schiller, and Marshall Kronk. Pretty meaty order, Joe, for anybody to have to deal with here.
Zara had that single back in the first inning and an RBI. Stranded at third base.
This one is lifted out to right. Took him a minute to find it, I think, but
Yeah.
Tyler Johnson settles under it and makes the grab.
Oh, a little misty up there, or was it above the lights?
I think it got up there. I don't know if it got above the lights, but certainly it took him a minute to find it. You saw him throw the arms out. Cam Schiller. Walked back in the first, got as far as second. This one is drilled to the gap in center right. That's going to two-hop the fence. Schiller will make his way to second base with a stand-up double.
Good smash by Schiller.
And his hitting, torrid hitting this summer continues.
Real good ball player.
Cam announced his retirement from the U.S. national team, Joe, and sometimes that's a prelude to guys packing it in for good. Let's hope that Cam Schiller sticks around here on the club circuit for another 2, 3, 4 years.
Yeah, I would hope so. Still got a lot to give.
Bishop wants to make sure that he's getting credit for the Signals meeting, but Ramon Godoy stalked away from that pretty quickly, and I think there was a bit of a smile on his face.
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, yeah.
Down and into Kronk. Can't get him to chase on that pitch up and out of the zone. And pours this one in for strike 2. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ramon Godoy. And a change-up and a beauty. Haven't seen that very often yet tonight from Roman, but pulled it out at the right time there.
And he made a strike, which is so important.
Tomanoka. RBI walk with the bases loaded. That came in the first. Just a hint of a breeze picking up, Joe, blowing in from center. Still 22 degrees.
Low 70s for you Americans.
In for a strike from Godoy. Schiller out at second base. He had the one out double. Mongodoy trying to work around that and keep this ball game knotted at 2.
Nice pitch. Great movement on that drop.
How many sets of signals do these two
Yeah.
have? At least they're hustling.
Yes.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. And this one misses down and in. Do you get the sense, Joe, that Godoy and Bishop are still not on the same page?
Yes. Yes. They're
Full count. And ball 4. Godoy didn't get the call that he wanted. 2 walks on the evening for Tomanoka.
80 pitches for Godoy. 3rd inning.
Still yet to finish the 3rd inning. Gonzalo Masmu flew out to medium deep left field. Cuts after that one, but nothing but air. And can't catch up to that one again on the outside corner. And after seeing Masmu yank that one to left, Joe, they're exclusively working away so far these first couple of pitches.
Tomachek's playing way off the line.
They go out there again. They get the call this time. Masmu called out on strikes. Godoy picks up a pair of strikeouts of his own here in the 3rd. Through 3 complete. We're knotted at 2.
This business was opened in 1965 by my father, Ned Matiosi. Could have walked in here 25, 30 years ago and seen just about the same thing. The process of making this suit takes about 6 weeks. It goes through about 12 or 13 hands as it's moved along the line. It's an old-time place. Making stuff from scratch here in the city at a reasonable cost. It's a very personal type of business.
Tarawera Bishop, Ryan King, and Spencer Yackel. 6, 7, 8 in the order for Ostrander. In for a strike from Huemomata. Seven strikeouts already for Huemomata, just into the top of the 4th inning.
Really regrouped after that 1st inning.
He has, and I would argue, Joe, maybe a little bit better than Ramon Godoy has.
Yes.
Mata at 58 pitches. You said Godoy was over 70.
Yeah.
Pitch count a little less important in softball than it is in baseball. The windmill motion a lot more natural. Mata hooked his leg there and almost a wild pitch. Give a bit of a disgusted kick at the dirt. Two and two to Bishop. Tried to float the changeup over. We've seen some real good changeups here this evening, Joe.
Yeah, there's some dancy, just real nice ones.
Mata, Godoy, Bestgrove, Randerson. Called strike three. Bishop thought he had worked a walk. That's 3 strikeouts in a row now for Mata. 8 on the evening.
Just have to protect that plate with 2 strikes. This guy's taking pitches.
Ryan King is down on strikes in his first at bat. And a little more on the volume side, but didn't really equate to anything there from Puemo Mata.
76 on the gun there.
I don't know about that one. That came up at 87, but I don't know about that.
Ah.
Unless he's suddenly found 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I think we're getting a false positive there.
With that.
He's never been close to that.
Yeah, that. We needed some calibration on that gun.
That's a little more like it. Spencer Yackel, the walk to King. On our second level here, the wind is picked up. I look at the flag and it's barely moving.
Yeah.
So
Trees have a little bit of movement.
just a fantastic facility here at Caswell Sports Park in North Mankato, Minnesota. I was talking to Brad Walsh, who's the head of the host committee and the head of operations here at Caswell Park, and I just mentioned to him that all of the players that I've talked to, everybody has remarked how great a facility this is. The fields are so immaculately prepared. The grass is trimmed and every day.
He's got a great grounds crew.
I think I've maybe seen one bad hop.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even so much as a bad hop, it just came up.
Yeah, the one on Owen Torrey earlier.
Yeah.
But the one?
Yeah. There have been a couple of balls that have taken left turns, but it's because they had so much English off them coming off the bat. That one in for a strike from Hoimo Mata. Full count to Spencer Yackel. And off the plate, ball four, back-to-back walks here in the fourth from Hoimo Mata. Puts two runners aboard for Yvonne Sachs, the 9 batter in the order.
Fourth walk by Godoy tonight.
Well, that's drawn a visit from Coach Ron Hackett. Conversation seems to be more with Zara because Mata's just excused himself from it to go do some landscaping out the front of the circle. Ryan King, the runner at second, Spencer Yackel at first. They're both there via the walk. Yvonne Sachs now to the dish.
Well, we'll see if these walks come back to haunt Hoimo Mata.
Sachs popped out to Thomas Anoka in foul territory back in the second inning. Mata opens up with a strike. And this one upstairs. So 1-1. Joe, just you get the feeling here the intensity is
starting to ramp it up a bit.
Starting to ramp up indeed. A little bit more vocal from the Ostrander dugout.
Oh.
And this one is flared out to right. Coming across to make the grab and cut off on the throw. Milheim got the ball in a hurry, but tagging and moving up to third is Ryan King on the play.
First baseman number 27,
Julian Fernandez walked, scored in the first, struck out in the second.
Oh, you want to get some production of that leadoff spot.
That one is slashed way foul on the left side and actually makes its way over to the diamond to our left. Misses down low. 2-1. And in for a strike. We'll even it up at 2. Thomas Anoka, every pitch, Joe, he's doing what they were doing with the Black Sox earlier this summer. He's right up close to the circle, gets the sign in tandem with Mata, and then retreats back to his position. It was synchronized swimming with the Black Sox all summer long.
Certainly keeps you in the game. All that running and movement.
Foul at the plate. It sounded like it went off the chest protector,
Yes,
Joe.
I think so. Little thump there.
That one is laced, and Ostrander will retake the lead as Julian Fernandez takes that the opposite field. Walk to Ryan King, comes around to score. Spencer Yackel goes up to second on the play, but that's a good bit of hitting by Julian Fernandez.
First hit for Fernandez tonight. Also got a walk back in the first and struck out in the second.
Comes in with a changeup to open Tom Check here in the fourth. An inning ago, Check with a single.
A little late on that swing.
Good take there by Tom Check to not chase that one down in the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Check. Ostrander retake the lead here in the top of the fourth. And that one misses down and away. 88 pitches for Huemo Mata and counting here in the fourth. Can't catch up to that one from Huemo Mata, 82 miles an hour. Drop ball in the outside corner. Tom Check down on strikes for the second time tonight, but Ostrander Norsemen take the lead on a walk to Ryan King and eventually an RBI single to Julian Fernandez.
Peligro Sports provides the essentials needed to give your team an edge on the field. Our brand is rooted in creating a unique experience tailor to the specific needs of your team to ensure your performance is at the best level to execute plays. At Peligro Sports, we rally behind our athletes and understand their fight to take their game to a dangerous level. Visit our store at 2200 Amsterdam Avenue in New York City or see us online at peligrosportsnyc.com. Thanks to Jose and Peligro Sports for their support of the broadcast program.
A low hit affair, Joe, although the runs, I wouldn't say aplenty, but they're happening. 3-2 now for the Norsemen.
4-2 for the Norsemen in hits over the Drillers, in the hit category anyway.
I think you and I have an extra one on the board that the Game Changer folks didn't count.
Yeah,
I didn't give Mata an error on that play.
I'm a tough scorekeeper, but not that tough.
Well hit, deep center field, and gone! Zach Shaw ties the game up with one swing of the bat.
Wow. That ties the game up real quick.
He has been hitting like this all summer long, Joe. And Zach Shaw just deposited that one into the trees beyond the perimeter fence.
A lot of power there. Just grabbed a hold of it.
Well, he hit that way up in the air, too. That was high and deep. Back to the top of the shot for Teo Migliavaca. And just as quick as you get the lead, they tie it right back up. Migliavaca runs the hands up the bat to show bunt.
Big cut there. Two and two count to Migliavaca. Blaine Milheim on deck. Bottom of the fourth inning. Game all tied up. 3 apiece. Godoy with 94 pitches so far in the game. Pitch hit out the shortstop. Ryan King picked it up.
Well, he bobbled it, and then he's lucky the screen is right there, Joe, because he rushed the throw he probably shouldn't have made. He was never going to get Migliavaca once he bobbled it, and I think he threw it out of frustration.
Well, I'm giving Migliavaca a hit.
You're going with a hit on that? Wow.
Is that right? Or did I catch it?
I would have gone for an error on that, to be honest.
Maybe my camera is in the way. That pole, I guess that pole is in the way too.
I would have.
You're giving him an error?
I would go E on that one personally.
Okay.
Going for two. Beats it out on the back end just
First base umpire Ed Otterman from Kitchener, Ontario. Called him safe at first. Milheim gets on by way of fielder's choice. Igliavaca out his second on the toss by Godoy. Back to King. Jordan Solario now at the plate.
The catcher, number 6, Swan Zahn. The shortstop, number 3, Cam Schiller. 2 runners left on base.
Leadoff batter for the Ostrander Norsemen will be the right fielder, Tyler Johnson. Tyler's 0 for 1 so far in the game. Had a walk back in the first inning, scored, then had a fly out to the left fielder, Jordan Solario, in the third inning.
Cuts after it does Johnson, and foul tip into the glove. And pours in a strike. And a kind of a half-hearted swing there by Tyler Johnson, fooled on the inside drop ball from Huemo Mata.
Third baseman, number 25, Francisco.
10 strikeouts for Mata.
Mata, and an overhand toss to get Francisco Lombardo.
The designated player, number 1, Valdemar Turkelson.
Paulie Turkelson had that 2 RBI single in the first, but then down on strikes in the third.
After a 2-out rally here in the fifth.
Two hopper out to Mata. Over to first for a nice, quick, efficient inning for Mata and the Drillers in the top of the fifth. We'll see what they can do in the home half.
This business was opened in 1965 by my father, Ned Mattiosi. Could have walked in here 25, 30 years ago and seen just about the same thing. The process of making this suit takes about 6 weeks. It goes through about 12 or 13 hands as it's moved along the line. It's an old-time place. Making stuff from scratch here in the city at a reasonable cost. It's a very personal type of business.
Well, Joe, Marshall Cronk, Thomas Anoka, and Gonzalo Masmu, 6, 7, 8 for the Drillers.
Marshall Cronk with 2 strikeouts so far. Tom Anoka with 2 walks so far.
Well, we can throw a ground out into that mix, too, as Cronk goes after the first pitch and grounds out Ryan King, the man on the spot. I'll bring up Thomas Anoka. You said the 2 walks, always had a good eye at the plate. That'll get out of play down the right side. A couple of youngsters still here, still chasing after foul balls. I don't know if they're getting any money for it here. Where were we? They were giving out $1 for a foul ball.
Simcoe, wasn't it?
Is that Simcoe?
Yeah.
Loonies for foul balls?
Mm-hmm.
The drop ball, the outside corner. Good always had all 3 pitches working at most times, Joe. The control has wandered in and out. It's mostly been there, but a couple of occasions where it's gone astray. And Anoka does a great job of hitting. Just laid the bat out in the zone, and I'll use your favorite word, punched that one out.
Yeah.
To right field.
Now the pitch was on the outside corner of the plate. Tommy went with it and took it the other way. And just good, clean single. Good professional hit there.
Third baseman, number 66,
Gonzo
Gonzalo Masmu.
Masmu to the dish. They worked him almost exclusively outside. After he hooked one down to left, this one is fouled out of play on the right side. I guess they didn't like what they saw because he got a lot of that pitch that he took out to left field, and then they went dipper away, rise ball away. Strike on the outside corner. Bishop will shine that ball up for Godoy a little bit, or clean it at least. Get the dust off of it. Still some diehards here, Joe, as we're 8 minutes past the midnight hour. Swing and a miss at that rise ball in the outside corner. Masmu can't do anything with that pitch. Zach Shaw tied this game an inning ago right over the Mankato sign out there in center right.
Let's see if Godoy did some mental notes there, what that pitch was. And
I'll tell you what it was. It was an oops.
yeah.
This one skips in and rolls around, and Bishop gets a hold of it before anybody can move anywhere. That's off the corner.
Godoy with 121 pitches so far in the game. And the last inning was 97 pitches for Imomata.
Shaw chases upstairs. Both of these guys, Joe, are going to have a good night's sleep whenever they get to it. That one is poked foul by Shaw.
Ground Screw boys are still working on Diamond 1.
Yeah, I see that. They're working hard over there. Diamond 2 is our diamond, has become the main diamond here for us this week. Diamond 1 back to our left. And that's the one where that's the single camera streaming on that diamond. Zach Shaw's done it again.
Wow.
He's drilled this one to right field, way back and gone.
We might have a runner-up for player of the day.
It's going to be hard to displace Jack Besgrove, but I'll tell you what, Zach Shaw is giving it his all. 3 RBIs, 2 home runs. And gives the Drillers the lead, Joe, for the first time tonight. You'll remember that Ostrander took a 2-0 lead in the top of the first. The Drillers roared right back and tied it in the bottom. And then similarly, after they pushed one across in the fourth, it was the Shaw solo bomb that got them even in the bottom of that inning. And now a 2-run shot to right. And Zach Shaw giving a big lift here to Huemomata and his squad as they're trying to make the Final Four again.
A little bit of action now in the bullpen.
The Drillers, the 3-ranked team coming into the tournament, they're trying to join the 1, the 2, and the 5 who have made their way to 3 of the final 4 spots in the winner's bracket. Doesn't mean you've made Final 4 in the tournament, just inside the winner's bracket. Teo Migliavacca with his 4th look here at Ramon Godoy. And in for a strike. Bishop holding on to the ball for an extra long time.
As if that'll really influence the umpire's decision.
Yeah, I know. And I think Godoy a little rattled there, Joe. Is pretty quick walk to Teo Migliavacca.
Now it touched the 130 pitch mark per 5 innings.
You don't want to give up on the game, but at the same time, Sammy Viavazzo throws beyond the fence down there in right field.
Right fielder number 00, Wayne Milham.
There's a couple folks who were just asked politely to go.
Oh.
Milheim at the plate for the Drillers. 6th batter in the inning for the team from Richmond, Virginia. And this one is belted out to right center, and 2 guys slide across for it. One of them is hurt and it's not going to get up. Migliavacca came around to score, and I think that center fielder Yackel, Joe, who's down, I think. The 2 of them crisscross sliding. Oh, it's Yackel, who I think is still down. Both of them are focused on it, and you never want to see 2 guys in that type of scary collision like that. A couple of the Drillers guys out there to lend a hand. And good on them for just going to check. Reminded me a little bit, Joe, of that situation last year with Cesar Rodriguez and the other fella from JB when they collided and ended up with a broken rib. But a 6th run comes in for the Drillers on the double by Milheim. Jordan Solorio slashes this one into the screen. Three runs and counting here for the Drillers in the 5th as they take over the lead. And
Norsemen want a chance. They got to shut the door. Just can't let this margin increase.
That's going to go out of play. And, Joe, a lot of this happening with 2 outs, too. The Zach Shaw home run with 2 out. Migliavacca walked, and then this RBI double by Blaine Milheim. Upstairs to Solorio. This one is lifted up in the air over on the right side. That's going to fall on this side of the fence, not the playing side. Well, we are, Joe, officially the final game of the evening. 29 of 29 here at Caswell Sports Complex today. We weren't sure if we were going to get all 29 in today, and technically we haven't because it's well after midnight. Down on strikes goes Solorio, but the Drillers pick up 3 and take a, I won't say commanding lead, but certainly a healthy one.
Yes.
Catcher, inch by inch, we'll fight to make the lives of First Nations people in this community, this province, and on this continent better. I know we have a long way to go, but I'm proud to say as long as our people have a need, Dreamcatcher will be there for them.
Well, to the 6th we go, Joe Todd, and the Northeast Drillers with that 3-run uprising in the 5th. Zach Shaw, second of 2 home runs. 3 RBIs on the night for Zach Shaw. And he's really broken out this year, too. Second base for Team USA, paired with Cam Schiller as he is here on the Drillers, and a big cut by Terwera Bishop.
Got caught looking at third strike twice tonight.
I was going to say, he must have heard you to start swinging the bat. If you're an Ostrander fan, boy, you'd love to get one back right away if you can.
You have to start pecking away.
Yeah, you got to get one here at least.
Drillers are counting 6 outs right now.
Had a notion to go, but nope, says Ed Otterman.
I don't think I totally did the umpires. Scott McLaren from Penticton, BC, Ed Otterman from Kitchener, Ontario, and Brian Sonic from State College, Pennsylvania at third base. I think we haven't.
I'm not sure you got all the way over to Brian.
Yeah.
I know we've talked Scott and Ed a couple of times, but you may not have gotten all the way over. He hasn't had a lot to do there, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's a pretty quiet night for Brian. Well, even Dave Begelar is packing it in, Joe, off to
Oh,
our
wait.
left. Must be late. Big cut by Bishop, comes up empty. Mata picks up strikeout number 9?
11.
11.
The shortstop, number 24, Ryan King.
Ryan King walked, scored his last trip. Well, Luciano has declared Jack Besgrove the player of the day.
No.
Can't argue.
No, by no means.
If you missed it earlier, Jack Besgrove, a no-hitter and 21 strikeouts of 21 outs, a new ISC record in a 7-inning game.
An amazing pitching performance. Total control.
Upstairs to Ryan King, and he works another walk. He's had some couple of really good at-bats here, Joe.
Must have been the Scarborough Force playing over there on the Legends bracket. A few of them finally making its way. Grant Patterson just leaving the park. What are we waiting for?
You got me.
Oh, the light's on. Way out in the parking lot.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
No, he just moved. Wow. What do you, if you're looking out in left field and you're at bat, what are you looking out there for? The pitcher's in front of you. Whew. And there's another car out in the parking lot. That's, well, the lights just went out on that one.
My God.
Lays down a bunt, but that one is foul. And punch foul again. And bends in the changeup, and a beauty for strike 3 on Spencer Yackel.
Great pitch, great location. Mott up to 111 pitches.
Felt like he had that in the first 3 innings. Joe, we're going to try to do 4 games tomorrow. I know. 1, 3, 6, and 8. Setting ourselves up for a world of hurt. But Bear Creek Express and Sandlot Merchants. That's at 1. At 3, it's the ISC 2 winter bracket final with the Georgian Bay Giants and the Midland Explorers. And then at 6, Hill United Chiefs and JDT First Energy. And then at 8, Bear Creek Gremlins and the winner of this one. Sounds like 4 pretty good ball games tomorrow.
Yes. Stay tuned.
Yvonne Sachs at the plate, 3-1 to Yvonne. Fouled into the screen, and look out, fellas, that one's coming right back down at you. In for strike 3. Huemo Mata with authority gets the call to strike out Yvonne Sachs. Gets 3 in the inning, works around the walk to Ryan King. How many now, Joe?
13.
13 on the night for big right-hander from La Pampa in Argentina. One zero for the Drillers as we'll go to home half of the 6th. Drillers out in front 6-3, courtesy mostly, Joe, from Zach Shaw. Top of the order, has done some damage too.
But the difference is his 3 RBIs. They
are indeed. He tied it Blaine Milheim kicked in an RBI there too. But Zach Shaw, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs on the night. The big bopper for the Northeast Drillers on the evening. In for a strike. Looped out over first, and Zara could be careful.
Tempted.
He's almost a couple of steps too far. But he came hustling out of the box.
3 for 4.
Having a night.
Pitch on the first base, number 8, Gennaro Correa.
So Gennaro Correa will go on to pinch run for Juan Zara.
Plate shortstop, number 3, Cam Schiller.
Schiller, 2 for 3. Sorry, that was a walk, wasn't it, in the first? Big cut.
Last time he hit the ball right up the middle that Godoy knocked over to King for the good play.
Some bat control just to foul that off. Oh, strike 3. Down goes Cam Schiller.
The designated player, number 7, Marshall Crook.
Number 8 for Godoy on the strikeout list.
Strike on the outside corner to Kronk. That one misses inside. Joe looking ahead to the top of the 7th. It's the top of the shop for Ostrander. But a little bit of work to do before we get all the way there. One hopper, turn to second for 1, back to first, all at 1. Good hustle by Marshall Kronk down the line to avoid that double play.
Godoy's a good fielding pitcher, though. He picks that ball up cleanly. Stop and throw. Step and throw, really.
Well, here's the first plate appearance of the tournament for Riley Makia. We wondered if he would get an at-bat tonight.
Maybe he's just out testing it today.
I absolutely think so, because they certainly don't need him
No.
to be hitting right now. It's not a do-or-die situation where they need a big hit. But he's got to test that sometime, and no time like the present. Upstairs from Godoy.
5:37 tomorrow afternoon over in New Zealand. Right now, I'm sure the family's watching.
Upstairs to
Chopper,
Riley.
Chopper too.
Yes, I'm sure. 3-1 to Riley McKeon. He may not even get to swing a bat. Doesn't. And, he started to go down towards first and either thought the better of it or his knee thought the better of it for him.
He shouldn't be pushing that. There we go.
Yeah.
Smart move.
Tommy Anoka right back in.
Running at first base, number 20, Tom Anoka.
Brett Legler out with the conversation on the board. Kronk will get back to second base.
Now placed at third baseman, number 66, Gonzalo Mesmu.
Gonzalo Masmu down on strikes his last two plate appearances. Big cut here. And can't catch up to that one either. I think that was a little more than 62.
I think the radar gun's getting tired too.
It's been a long day for the radar gun. Upstairs. Up the middle, handled nicely over there by second base Ivan Sox. The flip to Ryan King. They get out of the inning. Go to the top of the seventh. It's last call for the Norsemen.
Catcher, inch by inch, we'll fight to make the lives of First Nations people in this community, this province, and on this continent better. I know we have a long way to go, but I'm proud to say as long as our people have a need, Dreamcatcher will be there for them.
Want to give a big shout out to our good friend down in New Zealand, Jason Chopper Gerbies. Jason, at the U.S. Men's Nationals about 10 days ago, the loser bracket final, Riley McKeon made a catch in the outfield, and as he planted and went to throw the ball, wrenched something, we think, in the knee. And he's been on the sidelines ever since. He came out of the game at the time I talked to Riley on opening ceremonies here on Sunday. He was looking at today as the possibility of getting into a game, and he just did. But if you watch that at bat closely, when he turned and pivoted and wanted to run to first after earning the walk, it wasn't there.
Yeah, still walking very gingerly.
And that is a fair ball through the glove practically of Thomas Anoka, who just didn't get in front of it whatsoever. And Julian Fernandez aboard with another base hit.
The left fielder, number 4.
You're influenced by what I just said?
He
He didn't really get a glove on it.
No,
and
I really thought he should have, though.
I don't disagree, but I'm going
It's late. I'm not going
to give a base hit
Yeah.
to Julian Fernandez on that.
Not many people here to argue about it.
There are not. He ended up in second base on that, too. So Tom Check, 1 for 3 on the night. A single sandwiched by 2 strikeouts. That pitch tonight, Joe, has been super effective for Huemo Mata, bringing it right in on the hands.
That's exactly what you want to do. You want to tie up their hands. If they do get a bat on it, you're just going to dribble in the infield.
And that's right back up the middle. Fernandez will come around to score, make it 6-4.
And still no one out yet.
The right fielder, number 10, Tyler.
It fires up the Ostrander Norsemen's bench.
Certainly does. And Tyler Johnson, Joe Todd, the tying run at the plate. That misses off the corner. Changeup floated in for a strike. Todd Martin used to say, if you don't have a changeup that you can throw in any count at any time, you don't have a changeup. That was not a changeup count, but a good one from Huemo Mata.
Truly agree.
Fouls that one straight back to the screen. Johnson wants that one back. He's still steaming about that one. 1-2. Can't catch up to the drop ball downstairs. 79 from Huemo Mata, still bringing the gas in the 7th. First out of the inning. Francisco Lombardo, the latest tying run to appear at the plate. Blows this one right by Lombardo. A low pitch, but gets him to swing at it. Drilled center field and tie ball game. Francisco Lombardo ties the ball game. Can you believe it?
Still only one out here in the inning.
That ball, Joe, was smoked.
Designated player number 1, Valdemar Turkerson.
Turkelson shows bunt just to get everybody moving around the infield. 6-6 here in the 7th. A strike on the outside corner. Up and in, and Turkelson can't handle that pitch. Thorwara Bishop. He's had a rough night, Joe. Probably prefer to see anybody other than Huemo Mata out there on the board right now. Big cut again.
Takes a mean rip at it.
In with the changeup, but can't flip that one in for a strike. Big cut again and comes up empty. Joe, you had to wonder who was going to break on this because the Norsemen hadn't allowed a run. And the drillers were scoring them by the dozen. They cut that in half. And they've punched across 6 of their own tonight. The Norsemen hanging right here with one of the heavyweights. A 2-out walk to Thorwara Bishop, and that should bring out Lombardo.
Ryan King.
Yes, but I'm talking about, it'll be Turkelson to run for Bishop.
Yes.
On the inside corner to King.
King with 2 walks and a strikeout. Scored back in the 4th inning.
Chases upstairs. And that one's fouled to the screen and comes right back down. 140 pitches for Huemo Mata, my goodness. You win this. What have you got left for tomorrow?
Now, I think Godoy's higher than that. I'll have to look.
You got to get to tomorrow to worry about tomorrow.
Yes.
In for strike 3. But the Norsemen push across 3 runs here in the top of the 7th to tie the game. A 2-run bomb, an absolute laser beam by Francisco Lombardo. What have the Drillers got for us in the bottom of the 7th? Where's Zach Shaw when you need him?
He's the leadoff batter.
A metal roof lasts a lifetime. Thousands trust Metal Roof Outlet to install stylish, stone-coated metal roofing that looks just like traditional shingles. Make a smart and worthwhile investment for your home with Metal Roof Outlet. Contact us through metalroofoutlet.com to get a quote for a roof replacement anywhere in Southern Ontario. Because when you trust Metal Roof Outlet with your roof replacement, it may be the last time you ever replace your roof.
He's been the man of the hour, Zach Shaw, certainly for the Drillers. Little bleeder on the infield, Godoy, the glove shovel, and they retire Zach Shaw.
I said I didn't know what Godoy's pitches was. It's 162 now.
100. Oh, wow. And yeah, folks, we know the music's on. Luciano Lafrano on a bio break. He'll be back in a minute. Line shot off the glove of Godoy, picked up. What an arm by King. Holy smokes, did he whip that across the diamond. Anybody other than Teo Migliavaca, Joe, and they're out.
Yes.
Holy cow.
Godoy just about got a glove on that.
I think it'd be better if he didn't.
Yeah.
I think King gets to that up the middle. Godoy walking away and can't believe that he's not going to get that call the inside corner. Godoy is still not ready to go. And occasionally this will happen, Joe. Roman will let his emotions get the better of him. And it'll impact him for a couple of pitches.
That's not good for where the Northeast Drillers are, is at the top part of the order.
No, exactly. They've produced half the runs that the Drillers have. The other half have come from the bottom of the order. You need those guys in the middle to do something tonight, if you're a Drillers fan. 3-0 to Blaine Milheim, and Godoy's got to collect himself here. You don't want to move the winning run up to second base unnecessarily. Drilled, but right at Spencer Yackel in center, and Migliavaca's got to scamper back to first. Milheim smoked it, but it was right at Spencer Yackel.
The left fielder, number 21, Jordan
You're back.
Solorio.
Jordan Solorio. Not a night to remember for Jordan. Bishop wanted to throw that down to first so bad. Big cut. Straight back to the mesh. And chases upstairs. Boy, Ramon Godoy has really had his number tonight so far, hasn't he?
Yes. True domination.
Just off the outside corner. Can't get him to chase on that pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Here in the bottom of the 7th, a tie ball game at 6. Way up in the air. Bishop looking for it, can't find it. That's a tough play, Joe.
Yeah.
It's a real tough play.
Movement.
And he's as good a defensive catcher as anybody. And just can't come up with it. A break for Jordan Solorio. What can he do with it?
I've been advised that it is last call for alcohol.
Last call for booze. Didn't really send anybody scrambling. Off the outside corner. I thought he was going to have been advised that the lights are going to go out in 5 minutes or something like that. It's 1 a.m.
Game started at 10:16.
Out to left. Jack circling the wagons a little bit and comes on to make the grab. Why not? Let's go to extras at 1 in the morning. Well, Spencer Yackel will face Noel Sines as he's come on here in relief in the 8th inning. Wemomata, Roman Godoy, both well over 150 pitches through 7 innings tonight. A 6-6 gunslingers duel. This one is lifted out to left. Solorio will make the grab. Yvonne Sachs, 0 for 3 on the evening.
The second baseman, number 16, Ivan Sachs.
Sines comes in with the changeup, but it's not there for a strike. Sines, a member of the bronze medal winning Argentina U23 squad in 2023 down in Paraná. This is his second season up here in North America. Last year with the STK squad out in British Columbia. And this one fouled back to the screen. Future looks bright for Argentina in the game still. Guys like Sines, Juanjo Pepe, who is with STK this year again. Matias Echeverri with Fargo Kegel, who we saw the other day. Out to Cam Schiller. Fires across for the second out.
The first baseman, number 27, Julian Fernandez.
Back up to Julian Fernandez, and he's been a wrecking crew here all night for Ostrander. Walked and scored in the first, RBI single in the 4th. Double scored in the 7th. Right in the mix for this Ostrander squad. Just what you want your leadoff hitter to be as well. Just off the plate from Noel Sines. Goes after that one up and out. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down here in the inning. Top of the order for Ostrander. 2 hopper, and the third one stayed down on Zach Shaw. He thought he was going to flag that down, but when we'll see the replay, you'll see that that last bounce stays down on Shaw.
The left fielder, number 4, Tom Check.
Doesn't get it. Another base hit for Julian Fernandez. Joe's not here at the moment, so he can't argue with me on the scoring. Not that we've argued much on scoring. I think we've pretty much been on the same page all night. Tom Check, who picked up an RBI in the 7th, helping Ostrander to tie the game. Swings through, or fouls that one off at least. On the move was Julian Fernandez. Noel Signs trying to have a clean inning. On the move, Fernandez, the throw down. And safe underneath as it one-hop Zach Shaw. He made a great pick just to make sure he didn't have that go out to center field. But by the time he got the bounce and then the tag back down, stolen base for Julian Fernandez, who had singled. Will check an opportunity to put his team ahead. The seesaw affair. Change up and a good one from Noel Signs. Check can't hold back. Runner stranded at second here in the top of the 8th. Will go to the home half. And the Drillers win it in extras.
This business was opened in 1965 by my father, Ned Matiosi. Could have walked in here 25, 30 years ago and seen just about the same thing. The process of making this suit takes about 6 weeks. It goes through about 12 or 13 hands as it's moved along the line. It's an old-time place. Making stuff from scratch here in the city at a reasonable cost. It's a very personal type of business.
Juan Zera to lead things off for the Drillers here in the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch from Ramon Godoy is up and in. Drilled by Zera and gone! A walk-off home run for Juan Zera here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Drillers spill out of that dugout. Juan Zera jumps on the second pitch of the inning and a line shot to left wins it for the Drillers here in the 8th.
176 pitches for Roman Godoy.
Wow, what a ball game here tonight between the Ostrander Norsemen and the NorthEast Drillers. Back and forth they go. Ostrander ties it in the top of the 7th, but the Drillers walk it off here in the 8th. Joe Todd, what a phenomenal afternoon, evening, and night of baseball. Luciano Lafrano, beautiful, my friend, at the controls. Wake up, it's over. Carol Dureste, fabulous work here. I saw you cheering. Joe Todd. I'm Blair Setford. Thanks for being with us all day into the night and early here in the morning. We're going to see you later today. We've got 4 more ball games to bring you on Softball Premier TV and the ISC Network. Sincerely, thank you for being with us, for hanging in there. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We'll see you soon. Called strike 3, the outside corner. They weren't out of that. Yeah. High in the air, Viavazo comes to get it, and the Chiefs are back to the top of the mountain. The gloves fly. The celebration is underway.